Good morning from day 190. I am slacking today and hopefully doing 14.4 miles and going up and over Moosilauke. I woke up this morning with a scratchy sore throat. So, we'll see. I have a bailout point in about 6 miles in case it's not looking or I'm not feeling good. I'm the first person going through here and silk blazing's pretty bad. But I have a day pack. I have a lot of good food, leftover pizza from dinner last night, a breakfast sandwich. So, should be a good day. I'm holding my poles in front of my face to prevent the silk blazing, at least on my face. But I don't think I mentioned I finished my audiobook yesterday. By the way, this is the same book that I brought with me to Amicalola. So, took me 6 months, but I did finish the book. But I forgot to download something else last night. So I have no audiobooks. And I tried to download a podcast at the road, but I didn't wait for it to fully download it and started walking and I lost service. So I guess it's gonna be a music type of morning. Or I might just walk in. Yeah. More things on my face. I might just walk in silence. We'll see. Made it to the top of Mount Mist. And now I get to go down. It's a beautiful morning though. The ground is pretty wet down here, and something about it is just making the air temperature so much cooler, and it's kind of lovely. Look at this little dude. He was just hanging over the side and is crawling back up. Okay, I'll leave you alone, buddy. I didn't bring my Crocs, or no, I don't have my Crocs anymore. My other shoes, my Birkenstocks, because I didn't think there would be any water crossings. But there's actually a surprising amount of water, so I think I'm gonna have to go get like somewhere down there and then go across there. Whoopsie daisy. I did it. I'm on the other side. There's a no pedestrian sign. That's actually kind of funny. Look. No pedestrians. It's probably private property, I'm guessing, but I still think that's funny. Out in the woods. Guys. I just hit 1,800 miles. I had no idea. That means I only have, guys, we're in the 300s. 398.7 miles to go. Oh my gosh. I was just scrolling along. The trail isn't too difficult, so I was scrolling on TikTok while I was watching. That's crazy. 10:40. I'm sitting by a tree. I was gonna lean up against it, but it's covered in caterpillars. There's a bunch of them and I don't want to squish them. So I'm basically right at the beginning of the climb up Moosilauke. But I'm gonna eat a breakfast sandwich and I don't know, I might take another Tylenol. My throat still hurts. But I really want to do this climb. So I'm gonna do it. I am officially starting the climb up Moosilauke. Moosilauke summit, 3.9 miles according to the sign off for Dartmouth first years. Oh, except it's completely empty. More water we're not supposed to touch. But I know I'm gonna get hot with the puffy on in about 30 seconds, but it's a lot easier to stop with the day pack. So I'm gonna wear it for a little bit and then I'm sure I'll take it off very soon. We are 1.3 miles up Moosilauke. And I'm stopping at I have a crack in my nail. Stopping at a creek, drinking the rest of my water. I think I'm gonna eat a bar for a snack. It's noon, but it feels too early to stop for lunch because I just ate a whole breakfast sandwich like an hour ago. But it's going pretty well so far. It's slack pack makes a big difference. It's a lot easier to go up this steep climb without a bunch of weight because I'm not really taking breaks. I'm just going up. So, yeah, gonna sit for a minute and then keep going. I just stopped at this little creek going right across the trail. The trail right now is actually not very steep. It's pretty nice. But stopped to get a little bit more water and fill up before I keep on going. Whew. I have 0.6 to the top of Moosilauke South Peak, and then I go up to North Peak, which is like the main high one. But I was just, ooh, there's a wasp. There's a lot of them. I was just cruising. It's pretty technical, like lots of big boulders and rocks and roots and stuff that you're climbing up and around. Right now it's not. It's just rocky trail. But it's going pretty well. I feel really good. Probably because I'm like properly fueled. And I'm sure the ibuprofen and acetaminophen in my body doesn't hurt. But we're gonna keep going. I'm still in the trees. I don't know what elevation I'm at right now. Probably like 3,000 something. 3,500 maybe. We'll see. Don't mind the heavy breathing. This is one of the chill sections, which is why I can film. All right, it's gotten steeper. Ugh, I can't stand that it doesn't look steep on camera. Okay, so if this is like my eye side, like you can see that. Okay, so those rocks right there are like 2 arms length away from me and they're the height of my head. So it is pretty darn steep. Oh, up we go. I don't know if this will help do it justice, but this is my eyesight. This is what I see. And that's the trail going down. I stopped to get a drink of water, and I'm starting to get my first views. Also, okay, no one talks about this, but the last, 6/10 of a mile to get up to like the turnoff for South Peak, and then you keep going to North Peak. Yeah, this is where it gets steep. The rest of it's pretty chill, but the end is coming in. I just looked on Far Out, and for this last section that I'm doing up to the turnoff, the grade is 1,500 feet per mile. Goodness gracious. And I used to think that, like, if it was in the 600s, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a tough climb. But no. The entire climb up Moosilauke, like, the average is 920 feet per mile or something. But I think the reason the beginning felt so easy is because the grade wasn't that steep in the beginning. It just gets a lot steeper the further up you go. So I'm gonna put my phone down and keep walking. It looks like there's a little side trail off to a like rocky viewpoint. I'm gonna go up there. Why not? I'm not at the top, but look at the view. Okay. We have, well, 0.9 or 0.8, depending on which sign you're gonna believe, to the summit of Mount Moosilauke. But I actually get to hike on a mostly, well, it's kind of flat for a while before I climb up, which is super exciting. I can actually walk at a normal pace. Trees are getting shorter up here. There are a lot of big flies up here. I don't know what that's about. Guys, I think, oh, you can't see it anymore. Back behind those trees, I think you can see the summit of Moosilauke. I saw it for a second. There are a bunch of people up there. I've seen a decent amount of day hikers, which always surprises me because it's September, so, you know, school's back in session. Oh, here we go. There it is. That's where I'm going. It's September, and today's also a Tuesday, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are probably more people here in the heat of the summer, but I've been told by many people that live in New Hampshire that September is actually the worst for tourists because the weather's typically really good. The humidity is down, so you're less likely to have afternoon showers and rain. And then you get all the people coming to look at the fall colors, which haven't really started yet, but they're coming. This is insane. And I'm not at the top. So that's South Peak right there, and that's where I've been climbing. And I just hit the Alpine Zone sign telling you to stay on trail, keep your dogs on a leash because plants up here will get killed if you step on them. It's a fragile environment. So we're just making our way up to the top, following the biggest cairns I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you, I fully teared up when I saw the summit for Moosilauke, because it actually hit me that I made it to the Whites. Like, I have hiked all the way from Georgia and I made it to the White Mountains, which is like the thing that everyone talks about. I just can't believe it. Like, just look at what's behind me. Oh my God. I just ran into a group of Dartmouth kids who are coming south, and props to them because they are doing it with their full packs. I'm happy I'm not. But they also, so supposedly, or like what people say is that going south is easier because you're going up the steep way and down the less steep way. But what are you gonna do? I mean, it feels scarier to go down really steep things than to go up them. I think that's why people recommend doing Moosilauke southbound. Look. I made it to the top of Mount Moosilauke. I'll give you guys a good view.
And another.
So over there, I think it's that one, that's Mount Washington. And then this is your 360 from the top of Mount Moosilauke. I don't really think life can get better than this. I'm eating cold pizza on top of Mount Moosilauke. This is my view. And sitting behind a rock to sort of block the wind. It's a really good day. It's 2:20 now, and I am starting the trek down. I'm wearing my fleece because when you're not moving or when you're not going uphill, it gets a little chilly. The temperature is lovely out, like with the sun, but every once in a while the breeze picks up. There's a gust, and that gets a little chilly. But, yeah, just walking along the ridge right now before I start heading down. I thought we were supposed to be going down, but has me doing a little doodle going up and down. So eventually I gotta go down, and that is where all of the fear mongering comes in. All the fear mongering about to Mount Moosilauke is the no-bow descent. Like, even in the comments and far out. But then what's funny is half the comments are people fear-mongering, and half the comments are people being like, bro, you've hiked the whole AT. Like, chill, you'll be fine. So, we shall see for ourselves. This is such a cool part of trail. It's hard to film and go downhill at the same time, but look. So far, this is just the trail. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's super steep down, but no, I know there are trickier parts coming up, but the people in the comments and like in some of the videos I've seen made it seem like that was the entire trail down. But like, this is what I've been doing for a while. Okay, right as I said that, the trail turned into a stream. But I don't think it lasts for very long. It looks like it goes off to the side right there. We have a beautiful view. We're going next to a creek, and the wood blocks are starting just for a second, but I think it starts to get fun now. I want to be so real with you. This is just really fun.
I mean, that might be for northbound.
I'm enjoying it.
Southbound.
All right, this is one section. Holding with my left hand, and then my right hand, I'm holding the rebar to get down. Ooh. Here's my 2 cents worth. I think this is fun. I think it's a blast. If it was wet, would not be having as much fun. More on the rocks, like the wood planks. I've definitely sat on my butt and slid down a few times. It's just easier. But just within the past like 10 minutes, my it's not my knees. It's like right above my knees, like my quads where they connect to my knees. They're starting to hurt. So I'm trying to use my poles as much as I can to take the pressure off of them. But making our way down. I hit the waterfalls. At least I think this is where they are. It's a waterfall, so I'm gonna guess. Still making our way down, and my knees still hurt. That's your update for the day, or for the time being. I made it to the bottom. I'm on flat ground. My feet hurt. Kind of feel like I may have a blister. My knees hurt. My legs feel like jello. But I'm so happy. I think that was my best day on trail so far. Yeah. And I made it. Whew. What a day, man. What a day. Now I get to go to the hostel. I made it to the notch. Got assigned my bed. It's a single. I'm not in one of the bunk beds. I don't know if anyone else is here, but I got the extra long twin. Thank goodness. So, I think I'm gonna take a shower. And then, I don't know if you guys remember, but the people we stayed with back in Pennsylvania happened to be here. So I'm so excited. I ran up and gave both of them hugs, and they are so sweet. They're gonna take me out to dinner in town. They have their car here. So I'm gonna chit chat with them. I'm very excited. Hello. It's 7:44, and I got back from dinner. We had dinner. I had a burger and fries and ate all of it. And then we went to the grocery store and I got some snacks, but I also got, where is it? Oh, I got an elderberry, like, ginger shot thing. And I got ice cream. I got maple black raspberry swirl, and it was delicious. And, yeah, then we came back. We're chit-chatting, which was nice. But I think I'm gonna go to bed. So I'm gonna say my good nights now. Highlight of my day was like everything. Seeing these fantastic people again, and also like summiting Moosilauke. The view, it was so amazing. And then character builder was the scratchy throat situation. Not my favorite, but it is what it is. Hopefully it'll feel better in the morning. I'm gonna get a lot of sleep tonight. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night.